Hey, fourth grade. All right, I hope you had a wonderful and long and relaxing break, but it is time to get back to business. So we are starting a new chapter in math today. However, we are still dealing with fractions, okay? I've got our math lessons, or some of them are gonna look a little bit different because I've got these PowerPoints that are pretty neat, and we're gonna use these to do a couple of our lessons. All right, so before we even get started, let's review a couple of terms. So we've got this fraction, we've got 1/2. What do we call that top number? Yes, it is the numerator. Very good. What about the bottom number? What is the bottom number called? Oh, heard someone say it. Very good. It is the denominator. All right, so we've got the numerator on the top and the denominator on the bottom. All right, so today we're going to learn about adding fractions. Now, adding fractions is pretty easy as long as something about the denominators is right, okay? So we always have to look and see before we add fractions if the denominators are the same. Do these two fractions, 1/8 and 5/8, have the same denominator? Yes, they do. Both of their denominators are 8, okay? So because they are the same, I can add these together. We cannot add fractions unless the denominators are the same, okay? So since our denominators are the same, all we do is add the numerators, okay? So what is 1 plus 5? Very good. We've got 1/5 here plus 5 more fifths here. If we count all, or 5/8, I'm so sorry, goodness gracious. We've got 1/8 here and 5/8 here. If we add those up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So 6/8 is what we get when we add 1/8 plus 5/8. Adding fractions is really easy because all we do is add those numerators. The denominator has to stay the same. We don't add 8 plus 8 together, okay? It's going to stay the same all the way across, and all you're focusing on is adding up the numerators. All right, let's look at another one. We've got 2/5 plus 2/5. All right, first thing we have to make sure, are our denominators the same? Yes, they are. Very good. Our denominators are both 5, which means we can add them together. We've got 2/5 plus 2/5. 2 out of 5 shaded here and 2 out of 5 shaded here. And all we're going to do is add those numerators together. So 2 plus 2 gives us how many? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Very good. And the 4 out of 5 are now shaded. Remember, that denominator is going to stay the same all the way across. All right, let's look at another one. We've got 1/3 plus 1/3. Can we add these two fractions together? Yes, because their denominators are the same. So all we're doing now is we're just going to add those numerators. So 1 plus 1 is 2, very good, and our denominator is going to stay 3, very good, to get us 2/3. 1/3 plus 1/3 is 2/3. 3 stays the same all the way across, and we just add those numerators together. All right, let's look down here at 3/7 plus 4/7. Can we add these two together? Yes, again, because what are the same? Good, the denominators. The denominators have to be the same to add fractions together. Okay, so now that we have made sure our denominators are the same, we're just going to add our numerators. So what is 3 plus 4? Very good, it is 7, and remember that denominator is going to stay the same all the way across. So we've got 7/7. Notice in parentheses over here it says or 1. The reason it says or 1 is because when you have the same numerator as you do as the denominator, so if the number on the top and bottom are the same, that's equal to 1 whole, okay? Because that's like if I colored 7 out of 7 pieces, that's just 1 whole. All right, that's why it's got or 1 whole over here. All right, let's look at a couple word problems. It says Carrie and Alex ate 2/8 of the cake on Monday and 2/8 of the cake on Tuesday. How much of the cake have they eaten so far? Okay, so what two fractions are we having to add together here? Very good. We're having to add together 2/8 plus 2/8. Okay? Are our denominators the same? Yes, they are, which means that we can add them. Okay, so our denominators are the same, which means we are just adding the numerators. Very good. 2 plus 2 is what, fourth grade? Awesome job. 2 plus 2 is 4. So our numerator is going to be 4 and our denominator is going to stay 8. Very good. So 2/8 plus 2/8. Carrie and Alex have eaten 4/8 of the cake. All right, let's look at one more example for today. All right, it says Gavin completed 3/6 of his homework yesterday and 2/6 of his homework today. How much homework has he completed so far? All right, so which two fractions are we going to have to add together? Very good. The 3/6 plus 2/6. Great job. Okay, so first things first that we always need to check when we are adding fractions is if our denominators are what? Yes, the same. Very good. So are our denominators the same? Yes, they are. Very good. So because our denominators are the same, we can just add our numerators together. So 3 plus 2 is? Very good. 5 will be our numerator and 6 will stay our denominator. Very good. So Gavin has only completed 5/6 of his homework. He might want to get on to that other 1/6 of his homework so it can all be done. All right, guys, that is it for today for adding fractions. Please make sure that you are always checking your folders for any assignments you may have from your teacher. If you are not in my class, if you are in my class, you have an assignment. So make sure you go and do that little bit of practice. All right, guys, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Get back into the swing of things with school. Don't let yourself get behind on things, okay? And I will see you tomorrow with a new lesson.